Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I think it's been a minute since I did a sit and talk video. I think the last time was a year and a half ago. I remember I just turned 30 and I was talking about my thoughts, my dilemmas going into this new era. And now that it's been 1.5 years, I feel like I can do an update on what's been happening in the first leg of my 30s. So long story short, I built an app and I'm in Italy right now. Yeah, that's a lot of information, but I'll tell you a lot more details. So grab a cup of tea, find a comfortable spot, and let's talk about life while you learn English from the subtitles and the cards on the screen. 那一如往常，自己的影片单字讲义呢会上传到公开笔记资料夹。那如果还没有这个资料夹的话，请到 lily.english.co 留下你的 email 哦。另外，我还有一个英文听力的免费课程，课纲我会放在画面上，5天的课程影片都会寄到你的信箱，不用怀疑，完全是免费的哦，可以到 itsfree.co 领取哦。好啦，那我们就开始今天的影片吧。So let's talk about the big question. Why am I in Italy? Well, the short answer is I'm here for our school for a month. The long story, I think there was a series of events that led me to here, and I'm going to connect the dots looking backwards. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know that I paint. And it's been almost 2 years since I picked up this hobby, and I try to at least attend 1 3-hour class every week. I just realized I've never shared this on YouTube before. Yeah, I love to show some of my work. I really like Monet. I found a couple of Monet's work and I cropped it out into like a round composition. Had so much fun playing around with it. And I also just like painting flowers. I like to experiment with different colors, like shapes. For example, this piece I really liked. I put it on the headboard of my bed and it almost slammed into my face during the earthquake. But yeah, I love the colors, I love the composition. Sometimes I would make more changes to the original painting. Like this is a portrait of a little girl and I made it look more like me. I also tried painting photos. That was really challenging. This is a photo of Dolores Park in San Francisco and I made it into a painting. Surprisingly, painting is just something I've never shared on YouTube. But I digress. I stumbled across this video titled A Day in My Life as an Art Student in Florence. And at the moment, my eyes just lit up. It was so beautiful. I don't know if it's the video or just Florence, the city, or like, I don't know. It has my name on it. It was calling me from afar, and I just knew I had to do it. Before I knew it, I found the art school that was featured in the video. I signed up for a course. I booked the ticket. I booked my accommodation, like all within a week. 12月31号的晚上，我没有去跨年，在家订机票。All right, I'm gonna do this. Ah, so crazy. I don't know. 手机、相机准备好，距离7年还剩75秒。耶，明年要加油。It does sound like a very impulsive decision, but I already knew, like last year back then, that I would really need a break this year, especially around this time. The reason behind is, as you might have noticed, I haven't been as active on the channel. The truth is that I hit a bit of a creative slump. There's been a major shift in the creator landscape. I think you definitely have heard other big YouTubers talk about it, but long-form content is kind of not the thing anymore, and short form content is the way to go. And as a creator, of course, I felt the pressure to jump on the bandwagon. If I don't do it, it's as if I'm not in the game anymore. I at least wanted to try it and maybe cater towards algorithm. It's just like, I felt like part of my job, right? But the process of making, say, YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels just wasn't doing it for me creatively. Intellectually. I'm not trying to say that all short form videos are stupid. It's just that for me, it felt like I was constantly trying to grab people's attention in the first 3 seconds of a 60-second video or even 30-second video. And it's just not where my passion lies. And then there's Instagram. It's like an instant gratification, like dopamine-inducing machine that hooks you up. And I think you would understand what I'm saying from a user's point of view. But as a creator, it's even more toxic. I felt myself like making these short, attention-grabbing videos that felt completely inauthentic to who I am. I felt completely out of sync. But whenever I post a video, whenever I publish short-form content, I do get a lot of views, and I see the comments, I see the likes, I see that I can reach people that I wasn't able to. It's both like the dopamine rush and also just how I view it as like a responsibility as a creator to keep the traffic there. So that led me to a very vicious cycle. Like I hate it, but I have to do it. I post it, all right, I get traffic, let me do this again. And it just left me feeling totally out of sync with myself. And at one point, I knew I needed to snap out of it. And that's also why I mentioned in my previous videos that my videos are only getting longer, they're not getting shorter. I do not want to do that. Like, it was a cry for help. I can talk about more what my new direction might be in the future later in this video. Yeah, so back to why I knew I needed a break. I was stuck in this never-ending creative slump, and at the same time, my mind was occupied by another venture. So for those who don't already know, he is my business partner and we run the team together. Over the past 2 years, we've been pouring our hearts and souls into making an English learning app for preparing the TOEIC test. I still recall the moment the idea came to life. I was in Chicago, it was 2022 January, it was freezing cold outside, and we were just on calls every single day, even when I was grocery shopping. Like, I was so excited about it. In what felt like a blink of an eye and also eternity, here we are with no prior experience in tech whatsoever. And with the amazing support of my team, we managed to bring this app to its very first version. And I don't want to promote it just yet. I know I was talking about it, but I don't want to promote it that hard. I also think that there's some room for improvement. So consider this a soft launch, but you can look out for the education section on the iOS App Store. Not on the Android yet, but iOS App Store education, TOEIC, just dropping hints for my soft launch, but so much more to come. I'll talk about so much more in the future, but not yet. And I know this app would mark the start of the rest of my life. And I'm committed to its success with every fiber of my being. And the level of dedication I'm pouring into it is just, I don't know how to put it into words. And throughout the 2 years, we bootstrapped the whole thing. Like, we had no outside investors. We built the team from ground up, from scratch. And looking back, it was like insanely stressful. It felt like it could have been impossible. But at the same time, like, really, I had so much fun. I have grown tremendously as an entrepreneur and as a person too. It's not just learning about tech. I've learned so much about myself, and I am so grateful for 20 plus people who joined me on this roller coaster ride. I don't know, I've always said that it's like I'm a muggle trying to navigate Hogwarts, and like I have 20 people behind me. I don't know how they trusted me, but they stood by my side, so I'll be eternally grateful for that. So with that being said, after pouring all my money and energy into a very risky project and experiencing a creative slump in my creator career, I just want to exist. I just want to simply exist and not needing to make any more decisions, not needing to do more. Here I am in Italy. I am doing art classes. It's just like the dream of my life. And now I still work Taiwan time. So I work 6 a.m. to 12, and then my class starts at 1:30 all the way till 5. And after that, I go eat pasta and go to bed. this has been my week and I love it. Yeah, so that was crazy. I saw this video online and I just made a series of decisions, but that goes to show my personality and also just how I trust my intuition, how I trust my decisions. And I think this would tie into the conclusion of today. I've always been a teacher and now I'm a team leader. So whether it be in real life or online, I always need to know what I'm doing. I have to tell people, okay, do this, do that, and you'll be fine. Or this is the right way, follow this, follow that. But do I really have everything figured out? No, I don't. But there is an inner conflict because, like I said, I trust my intuition so much. I trust my own decisions. I know that I will be right. But at the same time, do I have everything figured out? No. So like, there is a dissonance within my head. I was listening to Taylor Swift's new song and she said, I cry a lot, but I'm so productive. It's an art.
I cry a lot, but I am so productive. It's an art.
It's like everything that I said today tied in together. Speaking of being productive, I brought a lot of filming gears to Europe, like a tripod. You can't see it, I'm filming on it right now. Like my vlogging camera, my camera, and this microphone, like memory cards. So I feel like if I don't go back to uploading weekly, I do not deserve enjoying life. I do not deserve going painting. I don't know. This is just an inner system of reward and punishment that has been running my life. But when it comes to painting, that system just shuts down. And all I want to do is to show up. I have no expectations for myself other than just being there, showing up. Which got me thinking, why can't I do the same with creating content, with filming, with everything on social media? Forget about the nice camera, forget about the sound quality. I really just want to go back to the basics. I want to go back to the basics as a language learner, learning everything from zero. I want to go back to the basics as a content creator, maybe just filming with my phone. Can't believe I'm saying this, but filming with your phone. Like, how can you be a YouTuber? But I don't ever want to do any attention-grabbing, soulless short-form content. That doesn't vibe with my creative side anymore. It felt like I'm a wage slave for Google. Like, there's so much I can do with short form. I know I can like repurpose my old long form video and then, you know, chop it up, like post it on every single social media platform there is, like put out the schedule and I can just run it like a machine. But no creative person would like that. Absolutely no one would like that. It's just very unfulfilling. Like, I can gain traffic, I can, you know, milk the algorithm machine. But for what? It's just gonna be so boring. I honestly hate it. But I'm happy to say that I already feel a lot more inspired after a week in Europe, and I think I'll maybe start just filming with my phone, just trying to be more authentic to myself. And also, I cannot wait to share more about the app. I have no idea how long I waited for this. So stay tuned, and I need to get ready for class. So that's about it for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.